let's get right into these. Warming up during meets, do you guys go up close? Do you go up close to what you plan to open at, or just do you warm up sets? Start over. James Dunn. Warming up during meets, do you go up? Do you go up close to what you plan to open at, or do you just do warm up sets to stay loose? Well, I would never want to be loose when I attempt to put 800 or 900 pounds on my back. That sounds like a terrible fucking idea, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, there's definitely, warming up is a big vital part of moving big weight, at least in my opinion. I think other guys will agree, and girls. So basically, we knew we were opening with 845. Well, Sweet thought 815. I changed it in my weigh-ins because that's how we work. So we knew the next attempt would be 905 if everything went well, which your opener should go well. If it doesn't, then you're probably in a lot of layers of gear. So yeah, if we know we're going to take that 60 pound jump, which that number is generated by another series of things, it's all figured out. I'll take my last two warm-ups with the same jump, so i.e. 845 to 905, 60-pound jumps. So my last warm-ups, if you backed up from whatever, 845, then you're going to say 585, and then before that was 60 pounds, so my body can get acclimated to that feel of that jump. Zach Satan, I don't know. Leading up to your meet, how much rest do you take? Do you do active recovery the week leading up, or just sit on your ass eating bonbons waiting to squat a G? And you guys are real fucking nice about you guys think I'm gonna squat a G. That's thank you. Do I take a lot of rest? Yeah, an active recovery time, I guess, would be 5 or 6 days out from a meet. We go through all three lifts. I think we squat 5 triples. We squat 5 doubles, bench 5 triples, and pull 5 singles on a deadlift 5 or 6 days out from the meet. So I guess that would be a nice reactive recovery. For me, it just hones in that last bit of form, technique, which kind of same thing, and speed. For me, last time I touch a weight, I like to feel it be real fast and snappy, kind of get that brain going. So if you're hitting the gas pedal, you don't feel extra snappy. And this thing is more about confidence and believing in yourself than fucking physical, I swear. So when you have that last day of moving weights really, really fast, you just feel in your mind you should move weights really, really fast, which plays into me being explosive. So yeah, there's that. I don't even know what a fucking bonbon is. Is that the little fucking candies? And you put FYFM. I don't know what that means. Jeremiah Martinez. What's up, brother? So what exercises did you do to help fix your leverages after dropping some body weight on the squat? Thank you, and keep up the great work. Well, thank you, too. Look at me just being fucking a gem. I didn't do any exercises. As I lost weight, I continued to train the same exact way I was training when I was higher. As I got lower, the shit got harder, but we never really did much. At one point, I was pretty banged up on my bench right before the Arnold, but should have mentioned that during my video or whatever. So we lowered the numbers and we just attacked it from a different way. My accessories all stayed the same. I'm pretty much a creature of habit. Didn't change much but numbers. Overall, the only things I've had to adapt to in the squat was when I squat for like a meet, I'm pretty bloated, obviously. I'm always bloated, but you get the point. My belt usually goes on 2 or 3 holes, and it might take somebody to help get on a third one. And then when I was dropping squat days, I was putting my belt on the 5 or 6 holes by myself, which should be like impossible. So the only thing that really helped, I didn't do any other exercises to fill a void. I just moved my feet in maybe a ½ inch, and a weird thing I found too was moving my hands out just a tiny little bit more than where I usually have them. For some reason, the combination of that with my feet in made my leverages, maybe because I could balance better, because I didn't have the stomach to whatever, I don't know, but that's about that. And I will keep up the great work. I don't know how to quit anything, good or bad. Ethan Manning, where the hell do you find those awesome profanities on your clothing like beanie you were wearing? I swear it said North Face. Actually, no, not at all. I think it said fuck your life. It did say fuck your life. It's just a hat. There's a rapper on the East Coast grilling them. This is a little thing. I thought it was cool. Most like bougie people wear North Face, so it's always fun to poke at that shit. I'm an asshole. Where do I get all this stuff? I don't know. Internet. You fucking put a question on internet. You could have Google searched where do I find shit with awesome profanities, and you probably would have found it. Glad I could help. Timbo Cochran. It's the new generation of lifters of CrossFit. I think this guy's just talking shit about some other guy that was talking shit about gear and raw, and I'm not answering any of those. Fuck, some of my favorite lifters are gear queers, and I would say that to them and they would laugh because they're not very sensitive. And I've never walked up to somebody and they asked me my total, said, 2280 raw or 2281 because I did better than I did. So I don't know, whatever. So yeah, I'm not going to get into all that shit. It's just ridiculous. Brian Doberduck. Doberdick. Have you lost any bets recently, specifically involving deadlifts with Arnold? Yes, you beat me by a pound. Of course I gotta have a butt. Take off your fairy suit, do a full power meet, and holler at me. I'll even let you use your little gate thing you little guys like to use. You can use a Wilk score. Man, I bet you I'll still come on top. But anyways, yes, you beat me by a pound. Congratulations, you did fucking something this year. A deadlift only. Matt Wallace, my boy. Do you think he'll ever bounce back and forth between wrap meets and sleeved meets, or just stick to the wraps for good? I don't even wear sleeves when I fucking warm up. That shit kills me. You look like a bunch of fucking 1980s leg warm-ups, pulled down around your shins. I'm way too fucking lazy to take knee sleeves off. I'll never do knee sleeves. I think they're stupid. I don't like them. If I use them, they'll probably be on my elbows. Outside of that, no, man, wraps, yeah, that's it. That's all I want to do. I don't care about, I squatted this much in sleeves and this much in wraps. Now, don't give a fuck. I'm sticking to what I know. I'm just going to keep honing my craft. Why fucking take time off from getting sports specific? Penna, you think Chris Hickson ratted? We all know he did. Let's see. The discovery never lies. If Dom doesn't get John Bird, damn, I even asked him how to say his fucking last name and still fucked it up. If Dom doesn't get called for depth on his third, does it change your attempt selection going into the bench? Not really. We went in fully believing that he was going to open with 905, and we figured he would go with G. He can't bench to save his fucking life next to me, so we were going to push it on the bench. I may have, and this is when I took the 550, I twisted a little funny. Sweet says, let's take 565. I said, let's take 560, play it safe. Stupid, but I mean, I didn't need it after that, but you never know. Meets are funny, and like I always have hands with my problems with my hands on deadlift, so you just never know. So we were playing it smart, and I said, let's take the 560. If he would have got that last squat, the 975 or whatever it was, yeah, I would have took a little bump on the bench. Why the fuck not? I mean, there to win, you got to take a chance. I mean, 5 pounds could have make or break. So let's say he hit the 975, I hit the 565. I squatted 940, so I'm still up on him by 25 pounds. He can't out deadlift me. Plus, you got to finish meets to do that. So I wasn't worried. I knew if I made it to deadlifts with a decent little chunk of change, I would be all right. So, no, we wouldn't have, if he hit that third, changed much at all. Good question, though. Caitlin McCandless, what is your diet like, or do you have one? Thanks. Do you eat anything or everything? Do you eat clean at all? I'm just curious as to you, not everyone else. LOL. Also, do you do any cardio to help your work capacity? Or do you give a shit about that? I fucking am a work capacity freak over the last year. One of the major things that Sweet taught me, even my chick has been teaching me a lot, like the more I hike, bike, run, yes, I do all that shit. I just don't post it because I feel like a fucking queer all the time. I get stronger every single solitary time that I do any type of stuff. I like to push prowlers. I do sprints. It's the old lineman in me. I still like to push shit around. So I definitely was one of the only guys at the compound who's brought the prowler out to the parking lot, and I just like to push shit. That's my favorite kind of cardio, I think. Yeah, always do things like that to get work capacity up. Even like very short rest, high volume, accessory work. Just all those things, you bring them together, so when you do start peaking for a meet and fatigue does come down in a weird way, you just feel like shit. I feel like I can go, perfect example is meet, and I was fresh. I kept going. Like I was banged up. I had like some issues before the meet even started. But because of the work capacity being high, I'm decent. My work capacity right now, since I didn't train for a week and shit, I tried to go hiking the other day and damn near fucking died. So I need to get back on that. And as far as diet, Derek Wilcox at RP helped me a lot. Dealt with me being a weirdo. And yeah, just a lot of, when I say a lot, I mean a lot of rice, beef, a lot. So yeah, I do eat clean at times. Definitely times get away with it, especially closer to meat. I was trying to bloat, and I did it the white trash way, ramen noodles and Gatorade. So yeah, I know I don't look like fucking like I'm fit, but yes, I do diet a little bit. Let's see, man, this is gonna be a fucking. I might have to make this in like 3 parts. Michael Bales, what do you eat day before and day of meats? Day before, I ate what I usually eat. I think I ate like just beef, rice. I went out to dinner. I think I had like a really big steak and mashed potatoes, stuff like that. I think it was maybe the day before, so like 2 days out. Nothing crazy. And then day of the meat, I do cookies. That's what works for me. Get to be a fat boy. And I don't even eat many of them. I think at the Arnold I had like 4 cookies or something. I just like to go, man. If I need something, it's Gatorade. I'm just drinking Gatorade all day, and that sustains me pretty well. I think my glycogen stores get filled enough before, so I'm solid on that. Dennis Arnold, my dude, Dennis. See, what was the biggest mental block, if any, you had to address while fixing your deadlift? Just being strong as fuck in a squat, having a decent bench, and knowing your deadlift sucked to the point every time you got to a meet, like the song you wanted to listen to is like, I don't fuck with you, because I hated deadlifts. So it was just the whole fact of getting over being stubborn was my biggest thing when I finally accepted that my deadlift sucks and I needed to fix it instead of making a joke about it. That was the big part. And then I just wanted to get good. So there wasn't many mental blocks. I started looking forward to deadlifts again. Like I think I've talked about before too, like a lot of people just get in, hit the heavy, half-ass their accessories, if at all, go home. Like, you got to hit those things like that, and that's how I approach the deadlift. I have to do it. I have to do a ton of accessories, and I'd be a fucking liar if I didn't say some days I just puss out on a lot of them, just back's tight, hands are sore, blah, blah, blah. So I really need to have some self-accountability there and not be complacent. Now that I can pull 800 pounds, it's like, why not pull 830? So need to get my mind right on that. I added 100 pounds of my deadlift real quick and just kind of started pussyfooting around like the last 4 months. That's just me being real about myself. Corey Maselli, at what point is it considered a big meat? He spelled it like meat, so he must be thinking of dick. Kind of weird. Dan Evans, related to Bob Evans, hometown kid from Ohio. So, biggest myth in your opinion for peaking for a meet? Fuck, I don't know. What might work for you might Eric Lillibridge likes to take like pretty much what he's going to take in a meet at the gym. If somebody else did that, they'd be fucking done. And there's people who don't even, hell, I didn't squat over 700 pounds before peaking for me, and I'm squatting 940 fairly easy. That's tough, man. That's something you gotta fucking live and learn. You gotta fuck up, hurt shit, unhurt shit. And that's how you find out. Biggest myth. Stay natty? I don't know. I'm at a loss on that one. Casey Davis, my dude. You look very stable under your 3rd attempt squat. How many times out of 10 could you have been flawlessly judo thrown to the concrete on that day? Depends. If it was, an anniversary or a birthday, I don't know. But on any other day, we know the answer to that. Scott Ramazani, whatever. What are your go-to foods to keep you fueled at a meet? Also, what do you do for injury prevention? I kind of talked about the meat, cookies, and injury prevention. Fuck, dude, I'm the wrong guy. Go watch a Donnie Thompson video. I don't do anything like that I should, so when I get hurt, I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm just going to get fat. And yeah, that's that. I'm not an injury prevention guy, unfortunately. Wish I was, but I'm not. I just don't do that. James Scott, when do you plan on doing a bodybuilding show and training program to be available in your bio? 6,000 weeks out. Hit me up for programming. Let's see what else we got. George Jericho, what annoys you most during a meet? This is where I'm supposed to like say something about Dom or something just to piss you guys off because you guys are all clowns, but I won't. But I kind of just did, so I don't know. I want to say how everything in the world annoys me leading up to a meet and every day after the meet, and the meet is the only time that I'm super fucking calm. That's pretty true. I think it's going to go that way when people, blow hard and be tougher in the warm-up room or like social media, and I'm not doing that, I promise, and they just don't perform. And most annoying during a meet, at the fucking Arnold, there's a goddamn stage with a staircase, and everybody and their fucking cousins, their brothers, the fucking guy that used to groom their ma's dog when they were kids, everybody's up there. Get the fuck out of there. That's what annoys me at that meat. The rest of the meats, there's not been much that really annoys me. If you're trying to bait me into freaking out on something, I think you just got me right there, but that's about it. Brian Bonder, when you have the numbers you want to hit at a meet and find your form is still just a little off, but you still have 3 weeks of training, well, your training must not have been too good. Would you adjust your numbers to be safe or take those weeks and go for the numbers you plan still? Like everything else, a lot goes into that. I don't know you. I don't see you train. I don't even know if you weigh 150 fucking pounds or 300 pounds. I don't know if you're natural or not natural, because if you weren't, I would say when you hit the gas, a lot of those things like to clean themselves up because you're a little bloated and a little bit more leverage ready. So, I mean, you asked me what my form's always off. I'm a fucking wreck. That's part of being explosive. You fucking pray for the best. I get forward, I get sideways, I get come out of the rack like a fucking drunk. Bench, I'll touch up here, I'll touch down here. Fucking deadlifts are probably my most technical lift, and I'm not great at them. So when I adjust my numbers to take it safe, no, I'd get to meet day and make the call there in the warm-up room. I mean, if I'm feeling good, I'm just like, fuck it, just it's in your head a lot of the times. Trust me. Bill Lee, how do you choose attempts at a meet? Well, the game is to be sold and not to be told, but I'm going to tell it because you're my dude, and you know you could hit me up for this shit anytime. So basically we have our 100% day during peak. We usually go 80, 90, 100, or just 90, 100, and we take that 100, which is usually a new 100, because you trained at a specific number, and if you didn't get stronger than that, then you probably don't know what the fuck you're doing, so you wouldn't understand us anyway, so I don't feel bad for giving it away for free. And then we take that number, we go to the meet, we find our opener, and once we take that, it's about usually a single-digit percentage that's greater than 5 and less than 10. But we take that, and if everything keeps moving well, that number seems to work well with a lot of people. There's definitely shit to show that. And then, you know, Swede being around and seeing me so long, and me knowing myself that if that third attempt isn't a true 7%, we know what it looks like. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm real explosive, so the shit kind of goes from 940 to 950, and it looks like a 100-pound difference. So yeah, it works for me, and like everything else that you know more than probably almost everybody that asks a question on here is you just got to figure it out and see what works for you, and even that may not work the next time. Shit's funny how all this works. Did you catch that? Man, I'm talking fast, and this fucking video is 17 minutes, and I'm going to have to make it 3 parts. Watch, 3 10-minute installments. Be good for my log, because I don't have fucking any videos to put up. I'm literally talking to myself. Brian Happany. What's Happany? That was bad. I lift raw and single ply, but train with multi-ply lifters. Through social media, I see a lot of raw lifters bashing gear, but I never really see any gear lifters bashing the raw lifters. Why do you think the raw lifters hate gear so much? You might only see more raw people on the internet because it's like 90% of powerlifting is raw, so there's one little thing. 2, I think they don't know what it's really about, and I think some gear guys do like to post videos dropping bars on bench shirts and squat suits and saying, oh, but I thought it did all the work. Well, here's the fucking thing. If it didn't do any of the work or anything like that, why the fuck do you jam yourself in a fucking suit for an hour? So don't give me that dumb shit. So I'd say some people who think it'd be cool to like express their feelings about raw and geared lifting don't really have a clue. I think some guys who talk shit about gear, like I do sometimes, but like I said, some of my favorite lifters are geared, and they know who they are, and they're laughing right now because they know I'm just like this. I don't know why. I just think there's way more raw lifters on the internet, so you're going to see more of what they say, and trust me, I'm around plenty of gear guys who fucking talk shit about me being a raw straight to my face, and it's just like me saying gear queer. Oh, when you get hurt being raw, you can come to gear, blah, blah, back and forth. I think it's just one of those things that'll, fire and water. Who gives a fuck? Don Stemmen. Do you change any part of your nutritional approach closer to the meet? Do you track macros and fluids or just go by feel? Yeah. A couple things that pop right in my head is, one, it's real fucking hard to eat when you're a few weeks out from a meet, and if you know, then you know. You also are training heavier than ever, and some people really push the accessories until a couple weeks out, and that's gonna bust up some stuff too. So yeah, we had to add more carbs. I don't think we ever added another meal, but we added more carbs. And as a matter of fact, there was a good 3 week span there that I actually had appetite, that we added carbs, and my body weight stayed about where we needed to be. And then I added carbs, and then I added carbs, and that was about the magic number, which was a lot of fucking carbs. Holy shit. Hope that helped. Kind of getting, do I track macros and fluids? Yeah, fluids. I drink a gallon of water, and some days I barely drink any. I'm fucking human. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm fucking one of you weirdos that carry a gallon around every day. There's days I fucking go to bed and I'm like, I didn't even drink a bottle of water. So yeah, I track it. And macros, yeah, of course. I mean, you gotta know what's going in and going on. I mean, you're fucking eating 2,000 calories when you're my size and you fucking train and you wonder why your train's going to shit. It's probably gonna be because you're not eating enough or sleeping enough. But you guys all think there's magic fucking zuzus and wham-whams that take care of all that. Chris Hughes, do you ever train all this together going to a meet to work in fatigue? Well, to work in fatigue, we don't deload before we peak. So there's that. Feel like shit usually going into it, but there's another little fancy single-digit percentage number that's less than 10 and greater than 1 that you can add to your top 100 retry day. And for the meet, because you're fatigued, it's just magic that works like that. I hope I have the percentages right in my head too, because then I don't look stupid. The only person who will get it is Sweet. Yeah, 5 days out, 6 days out, we go through all the lifts. I think I addressed that earlier. This video's so long, I can't remember what I fucking answered earlier. Chad Dunn, I'm stuck between trying to tone up for the summer and being fat. What should I do? Get peeled, bro. Go check out a Vincent DeScenzo blog or something. He'll get you fucking right. Michael Kinch. Oh, this one's gonna be bad. Hi, I'm on Team Pandora. Do you follow the same peaking as we do? Also, do you incorporate fifth set in your training? This is the best part. Thanks, homie. Congratulations on your 2280 raw total at the Arnold. I'm a big fan of yours. I will see you next month at the RPS meet. Well, if you're a big fan of mine, as you proclaim, you would know that I run fifth set. I don't incorporate it. Also, do you follow the same peakings? Do you talk about fucking Lieutenant Dan's crew? I would say you guys follow the peaking that we do. That's just me, and I think you pay $20 a month, so I'm not going to hate on the man, but ask him. Jarris Hall, what is your mental approach when heading into a meet? Holy shit. I don't know. Make my girlfriend really mad, and she's really beautiful, so I don't know how she deals with me. Fuck. I'm a spaz until meet day. It's fucked up, man. It's different. You literally visualize something and everything else irritates you and you're fucking up and you just kind of pull back and fucking, I don't know why I do this shit. It's whatever. We're getting too deep, man. I'm gonna move on from that one, boy. And I think I saved the best for last. Chico. I always wanted to do that with papers on cameras for some reason. Chico, I'm not going to try to say your last name because I'll fuck it up, but whatever. Since Bird still hasn't posted it, I said it right. Why do you guys, I thought you said why do you guys duck meets and competition? Why do lifters hide behind a meet director? You don't have to capitalize all these. This is weird looking, man. Clean your English up. Do one meet where everything is in their favor if you claim you want to be the best but only show up a certain meet. So basically what you're saying is people won't do big meets, they'll do them in the backyard of their neighborhood or their house or somebody they're cool with. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can tell who you're talking about, the people that are being addressed. My first instinct is to be like, yeah, that sucks. I've actually been in a situation where that kind of got me, winning the Arnold because I'm a hometown boy, so I can't really hate. I mean, you know the answer. I mean, you know the answer. I know the answer. But there's also another side to it. People might not do a meet because they're not really prepared. People have fucking lives, bro. Some of these people work. So they, want to do their best. If they're at the top, if they're a world record holder, yeah, I probably wouldn't start a meet in the middle of fucking moving or this, that, and the other. So it might not work out. But I think the major people, even the people you're talking about in this, have done big enough meets to prove themselves that they can. They might do as good at those or whatever, but I mean, at the end of the day, fuck, they might be smart. You do the same meet at the same fucking place every time, every 6 months, every year or whatever. fuck, it's like doing a gym lift. So maybe we're dumbasses for traveling around trying to do different meets. Fuck, I don't know. All I know is I spend a lot of time worrying about other people, and I'm trying to get away from that. So God bless them. And I think that about wraps it up. This is one long fucking video. I'm probably going to end up deleting this stupid fucking thing and never using it because I'm going to hate it. And then I'm going to be pissed that I wasted 25 minutes of my life. Fuck yous later.